I think right now, Rory, he's put on a few yards. If he nails this, he'll get in by 20. No, look at that. That was Justin's best, though. Side by side.
They're all square after that one.
They are. Well, they're all three of these are great drivers, McIlroy, Thomas and Lee Westwood. Normally some of the best in the game. Westwood not quite as long, but he hits a lot of fairways, generally. A bit of MPH out.
Perfect tee shot for Manhattan. 249 to the pin. See if he can do what he did yesterday. He'll try and get this up as high as possible. And I think he was trying to move that left to right, but just turned it over very slightly. See how much further it goes. He wanted the other shape on it. Of course, they say this one, the 1263 to the pin over the water. And Gask sending it on its way. I'd say from 166, it won't be too much club in there. That front pin, a little bit down breeze, just a smooth 9.
Again, you don't really feel the wind with the trees at the back of the tee there. It's a wonderful pin position. Now, Wallace was lucky, 9. Let's see if he can take advantage.
They can be tricky, can't they?
Yeah, they can. You think, oh, that's no problem.
Yeah.
I'll just chip that one out and down it'll go. But you get a lot of grass stuck between the club head and the ball. Van Gask ran round that water very quickly, didn't he? All day.
204 yards. Trying to hook a low 4-iron. Trying to land it on the front with hook spin and run it back to this flag. It's a tough gig.
Turn over. Turn over.
Brilliant. Excellent shot from that. Wayne's absolutely spot on it. You know, like with the spikes on, it would have been like the three of us trying to get onto an ice rink. Have you ever done that?
To make sure he stays aggressive. Should feed around nicely for him. He's got a lovely touch.
Beautiful. That's absolutely stunning, wasn't it?
Well, he's about to get his own Hatton record out there. He's never had 4 birdies in a row in this course. And
ball just a little below his feet for the second shot here of McIlroy.
Go.
View of his interlocking grip there. Oh, that would have looked very good from where he was. He's a club out there.
Left to right, and then it just wants to break back the other way.
It was interesting.
he does love a par 5.
Oh. And his chipping and his putting is something that's easily overlooked, but he's absolutely mustard at it.
It's amazing, the transformation at the top of the leaderboard. 5 clear now. Quickly to Westwood. He's ready for the birdie putt at 11.
Should move most of the way, just a little from right to left. Again, another good putt. You can always knock them that far past. You don't mind knocking those in all day long.
Good par.
Yeah.
Off his tee shot. If it goes pouncing on that cart path into the ice plant, he's going to take a 6.
Yeah, gone.
Thomas should be a little from right to left. It's certainly a little slow. It's an inviting putt. Can he put a little flurry in? Play's going to stop within the hour. Hit it. Hit it. Well done. Nice. Making a good recovery after his opening 73. Certainly in the front 9 yesterday. He was very wayward.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, that a lot of players, that first hole, you knock it to 6 foot and 3 putt it. And he actually hold, what did he hold? From 3 feet for a 5. I mean, that would send people towards an 8 and a 0, wouldn't it?
Big putt for Rory here. Keep that head still. Well done.
Especially coming off a 73, it's very impressive. As it was Fleetwood, he was in the same place in round 1 as well. But how about that? It's Hatton by 5. Standard procedure today. Pin not to be messed with. That's going to be awkward. It's up and over a ridge, and nice gradual turn on of power from Westwood. No sudden changes and taking no chances whatsoever. You see how much the flag is moving there. They won't feel anything, especially with the sign behind them and the trees behind that. One where you really have to trust the yardage.
And you have to flirt with the water if you're going to get it close. There's no option. It's a sucker's pin if you go straight at it. But what's Rory going to do?
Smash a wedge.
Brave.
Very good.
Perfectly done.
Little dogleg from right to left, the 13th. 413 yards, so it's really not a long one. In the players' minds, it really is a good birdie chance, and that was a poor putt there from Langask. Mind you, 7 under.
Wallace. Bunkered off the tee. His third at the par 5, 10th. Has he got hold of that? Back to 12, this time Justin Thomas.
Long range, he's feeling it today. A new driver in the bag and a new putter. If they don't behave, get rid of them.
He's looked like a different player out there, hasn't he, really, today? Such a struggle for him yesterday on the greens. Hit a beautiful shot into the first, then 3-putted from nowhere. And it's a chance gone begging, I'm afraid. Just a par. He stays 7 under. Still 5 behind the leader, Tyrrell Hatton. We'll change up in the commentary box because Richard Boxall's still with us, but Alison Whittaker has climbed the steps and taken a seat as well.
Yeah, there's not too many steps, thankfully, for me. This was always my favourite time of night. After school, growing up, you come out here with the shadows lengthening, short sleeves on.
To this year's team by rights. Hasn't won since 2018. He's had some chances.
Not to be for Matt Wallace. Sorry about the delay of coming back in here, Don. We had a slight... Ken Brown had a slight problem with the old water.
173 for Haddon, in between clubs here for the Englishman, trying to hit it up the right-hand side.
Long way from the music.
Muttering away, as usual.
Romain Longasque, second at 14.
Yes, and our apologies for one or two technical problems we were having there. I'm not sure how much water Ken Brown spilt, but it seems to have affected everyone's microphone. A few more. That gives you a pretty good idea, doesn't it, of how gloomy it is getting out there. Fairway found for Matt Wallace. We were talking, I think, earlier today about a lot of people thinking this is going to be a pretty big season for Matt Wallace. He works hard at the game, there's no doubt about the talent as well. The other thing you have to recognise, and he's talked about it a couple of times, is the way he's improved his temperament out on the course. You think back to that Betfred British Masters when he lost the plot up at Hillside, when he was beaten there by Marcus Kinnolt, and he just seems to be a different golfer out there these days. Over 60 feet for Tyrrell Hatton, you wouldn't, would you? Gosh.
I shouldn't have counted him out, should I? Very nearly proved me wrong. Mind you, I wouldn't be unhappy, given, you know, the fantasy race to Dubai picks this week. I was last to pick. Guess who I chose? It's good fun.
This is a good lie. .145 with the wind out of the left-hand side. He's just flushed it right out of the middle of the club.
Trying to work out where that ended. I was talking to Anthony Wall actually about his bunker play, and I said his numbers actually weren't that great on the PGA Tour last year, and Anthony said it's actually not his fault. It's because he hits it so high that so often he actually gets really dodgy lies when he does find the sand. It was a great point he made.